Hello, everybody, and welcome to the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. This is the Crypto Hipster, Jamil Hasan, where I bring you crypto policy and regulatory news, insights, analysis, and commentary around the world. This is episode 63, season 4, episode 3 for the week of October 23 through today, which is October 27. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. As always, I bring you this show each and every Friday. We talk about crypto regulatory and policy news all around the world in crypto and blockchain, and we have some events going on. So first off is we have, we're going to talk about a little bit of a study, okay? A little bit of a study, stablecoin, about the stablecoin market, okay? So stablecoin market is escaping U.S. regulatory oversight, according to Chainalysis. All right. So the U.S. government may be losing regulatory oversight of the stablecoin market. Forget about the Bitcoin market for a second, Litecoin and, Ethereum. According to a new report by a blockchain research firm, Chainalysis, they're pretty good. They do all the major, tech, blockchain analysis, chain analysis. That's why they call them chain analysis. Stablecoin activity, they say, has been increasingly occurring through entities that are not licensed in the US. They said in their latest North America cryptocurrency report they released on October 23rd, which was Monday. According to their findings, the majority of stablecoin inflows into the 50 biggest cryptocurrency services have shifted from U.S. licensed services to non-U.S. licensed services starting since spring 2023. As of June, about 55% of stablecoin inflows to the top 50 services were going to non-U.S. licensed exchanges. The study suggested that the U.S. government has been increasingly losing its ability to oversee the stablecoin market, with U.S. consumers having been missing opportunities to engage with regulated stablecoins. Through U.S. entities originally helped legitimize and seed the stablecoin market, more crypto users are pursuing stablecoin-related activity with trading platforms and issuers headquartered abroad, the company wrote. They said that U.S. lawmakers have yet to pass stablecoin regulations as Congress is still considering related bills like the Clarity for Payment Stablecoins Act and the Responsible Financial Innovation Act, and the House of Representatives finally got a speaker of the House. They finally figured that out. Despite a drop in licensed stablecoin activity in the U.S., North America has emerged as the largest crypto market, with $1.2 trillion received between July 2022 and June 2023. The region, U.S., accounted for 24.4% of global transaction volume during the period, beating the regions of Central, Northern, and Western Europe, which received $1 trillion, according to Chainalysis. So, what do you think? As long as we don't have laws in this land, as long as we have a lawless Securities and Exchange Commission fining everybody for no reason whatsoever, which we'll get into a little bit later, are we going to lose our competitive edge? Are we really going to lose our competitive edge in the world, with what's going on here? And it might be yes. Might be yes. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you think. So let's start in the U.S. Let's go here. Let's talk about a common crypto enemy. Well, not just. I mean, I like to use that common crypto enemy because she's put a war on crypto, her own personal vendetta war for some reason. I like to think of all politicians lying in some capacity, making up fabrications that say they're on a personal mission or journey when they're really, especially Senate, backing their backers to give them money. Elizabeth Warren, not a lot of good things have come out of Massachusetts recently, like Gensler, like Ellison, like Elizabeth Warren, all that. The problematic people in the industry have for some reason have come out of Massachusetts. But I have nothing against the state. It's beautiful there. I like the I like their sports teams a little bit. Who doesn't? I mean, if you're in New York, you don't. But hey, we're not talking about sports, we're about crypto and blockchain. Elizabeth Warren uses Hamas as her newest scapegoat in war on crypto. She's got to find a scapegoat. Yes, she does. Massachusetts Senator, Massachusetts, do me a favor, get rid of this person, vote her out. Elizabeth Warren is at it again. Crazy bat. With mainstream press outlets, including Germany's Deutsche Welle, running sensationalist headlines, how cryptocurrency fueled Hamas terrorist attack, Warren is using Hamas attack on Israel to fuel her own war on cryptocurrency. Yeah. Cryptocurrency's role in the conflict came into focus on October 10th when Israeli police froze crypto accounts used for donations to Hamas. It was not the first time in 2021 Israel's terror financing with Israel seized crypto wallets linked to a Hamas fundraising campaign. While Binance worked closely with international counterterrorism authorities on the seizures, Warren led a group of more than 100 U.S. lawmakers in sending the Biden administration a letter asking it to crack down on Hamas and its affiliates' cryptocurrency wallets, despite the organization's relative struggle to raise crypto as part of its fundraising efforts. Congress and its administration must take strong action to thoroughly address crypto illicit finance risks before it can be used to finance another tragedy, the letter said. She says Hamas raised millions via crypto in the months leading up to their attack. No. On Israel, no. Roger Marshall, Rep. Caston, and I are leading 100 plus lawmakers urging the Biden administration to address crypto finance terrorism. It's always a good idea to get rid of terrorism, but hey, blockchain does that. Blockchain is an immutable, provable, open ledger for all to see its transactions. It's not like the dollar. It's not like backdoor deals. It's not like the military cabal. Everything on the blockchain is fully immutable and transparent, so you can actually see what's going on in the. I've read this letter, and the letter goes against what the nature of blockchain is. So, what's lying? What's not factual? The blockchain, which proves everything in data form, or this letter from a person with a personal vendetta against technology that can help so many people in the world. So what's the problem? So the U.S. Treasury Department sanctioned Gaza-based crypto broker Buy Cash Money and money transfer company Buy Cash on October 18, revealing it had been used for a whopping $2,000 Bitcoin transaction, a paltry sum compared to the hundreds of millions of dollars used to fund Hamas. One sanctioned wallet had $16 in it. So not only that is a personal story, personal vendetta, the math is just bad. Your math is bad. $16 is far less than millions. Like 16? Like kind of like Elizabeth Warren's salary. You make $150,000 a year as a senator, but your bank account says you have $200 million. How did that happen? Is it math? How, like, let me know your thoughts on that, And why is this person still in the government? All right, so let's figure that out. The next article, let's figure that out. Okay. No evidence. Who's saying no evidence Hamas is raising crypto donations by the millions, according to Elliptic. Elliptic, a company, traces the blockchain. Blockchain is a blockchain forensics firm. Elliptic said there's no evidence, none whatsoever, zero, that Hamas is receiving a significant volume of cryptocurrency donations to fund its attacks against Israel. There's no evidence to support the assertion that Hamas has received significant volumes of crypto donations, Elliptic said on an October 25 statement. The amounts raised remain tiny. Lizzie, $16 is far less than millions. Anyway, I've talked enough about Lizzie. I've talked enough about Pocahontas. Saskatchewan, Sacagawea, whoever else you want me to talk about. I talked about enough about that. Massachusetts, do the world a favor, please. During the next election season, let's do the world a favor. All right, so let's move on. We need to move on. This country needs to move on. The world needs to move on. Everybody needs to move on. The Eskimos, the penguins, the polar bears, everybody on the planet needs to move on from a personal crusade. a person who's clearly in the wrong. Let's talk about BlackRock instead. BlackRock was fined $2.5 million, $2.5 million by the SEC for incorrect investment disclosure. Okay. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, led by the inept, incompetent Gary Gensler, has fined investment advisor BlackRock Advisors $2.5 million, accusing it of failing to accurately describe investments in the entertainment industry that comprise a significant portion of the publicly traded fund it managed. According to the SEC's filing between 2025 and 2019, BlackRock Multi-Sector Income Trust made a sizable investments in a print and advertising business called Avaron Group that worked on 1 or 2 films annually through a loan facility. The SEC alleged that BlackRock incorrectly referred to Avaron as a company that provided diversified financial services. In a number of BIT's annual and semi-annual reports that were made available to investors publicly, the SEC also alleged that BlackRock misrepresented Avaron's interest rate by claiming that it was higher than it actually was. However, the asset manager discovered these errors in 2019 and corrected information about Avaron's investment in the following years. Andrew Dean, co-chief of the Enforcement Division's Asset Management Unit at the SEC, said that the investment advisors have a responsibility to provide accurate, vital information about the assets of the funds it manages, and BlackRock failed to do so with the Environ investment. BlackRock agreed to pay $2.5 million penalty for the incorrect investment disclosure agreement. Although the investment was unrelated to the crypto ecosystem, the world's largest asset manager has been in the crypto spotlight for its proposed spot Bitcoin ETF. $2.5 million to BlackRock. Let's think about that. If I was fined $2.5 million, my life would be crippled. I won't be able to pay it. I'd be bankrupted, gone, destitute. Oh. BlackRock owns many houses across the U.S., residential houses. Like, they might own entire neighborhoods. You add up all the houses in any one of those neighborhoods, more than 2.5 million. It's kind of like me being in kindergarten. I used to get slapped in the wrist sometimes with a ruler. It's sometimes with a pencil. Even an eraser might have hurt. This is like being slapped on the hand with a feather. Like, here you go, honey. Here's your feather. I hope it tickles. $2.5 million to BlackRock is nothing. It's a sneeze. It's not even a good, powerful sneeze. Not like one of those eye-closing sneezes. Is an eye-open sneeze. It's like, you blow a little tiny boogie out of your nose. That's a $2.5 million to BlackRock. But I think it's just a money grab by an entity desperate for money grabs. All right. Elon Musk said he does not respect the SEC, nor do I, sir. Nor do I. IRS. Let's talk about another entity here in the U.S. called the IRS. The IRS extends comments period for new crypto tax rule to mid-November. Oh, what is the IRS trying to do? Steal? Nah, can't be. The U.S. Internal Revenue Service has extended the commentaries period for crypto tax reporting rules proposed in August 2023. The public consultation will last until November 13. The gross proceeds, and it is gross, believe me, gross. Proceeds and basis reporting by brokers and determination of amount realized and basis for digital asset transactions. It's a long word. Rules were made public on August 29. Under the regulations, brokers will need to adopt a novel reporting form to streamline tax submissions and reduce instances of tax evasion. The proposed Form 1099-DA would help taxpayers determine if they owe taxes and avoid having to make complicated calculations or pay digital asset tax preparation services to file their tax returns, according to U.S. Treasury Department statement. The proposed rules will come into effect in 2026, impacting sales and exchanges conducted in 2025. The crypto community did not react well to the proposed tax rules. DeFi Education Fund CEO Miller Whitehouse Levine called them confusing, self-refuting, and misguiding, while Kristen Smith, the CEO of the Blockchain Association, highlighted the difference between the crypto ecosystem and traditional finance. Paul Grewal, the chief legal officer at Coinbase Crypto Exchange, urged the crypto community to actively participate in the movement against the Treasury's proposed regulations. If the regulations become law, he added, it will put digital assets at a disadvantage and threaten to harm a nascent industry when it's just getting started. Yeah, I agree. The U.S. regulatory regulations have shown me nothing other than the fact that they're not helpful. So let me know your thoughts. What does a helpful government look like? Paint the picture for me, please. Walk me through it. If you're a founder, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person in crypto, please come on the Crypto Hipster podcast and paint for me a picture of what this world would look like if we had crypto-friendly regulations in the United States. What would be possible? You want to come on? I invite you. I invite you all. Please do come talk to me. Let me know. I want to see that painting because I tell you, right now, it looks like in the past few years, the government's been painting doom and gloom, and it really sucks. All right, that's just my thought. Now let's talk about another government person. So she's been crypto friendly. This person is named Cynthia Lummis. She is leading the charge for calling for DOJ action against Binance and Tether. Okay, no, that's not cool. Binance is very popular around the world. Cynthia Lummis, a crypto proponent, but against Binance. Okay, representing Wyoming in the United States Senate, has called on the U.S. Justice Department to consider charges against crypto exchange Binance following the terrorist group Hamas attack on Israel. In an October 26 letter to the U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, Lummis and Arkansas Representative French Hill urged Justice Department officials to reach a charging decision on Binance and expeditiously conclude investigations of allegedly illicit activities involving Tether. The two lawmakers' remarks followed Hamas launching a coordinated attack on Israel. We know about that on October 7, which they suggested was supported in part by illicit crypto transactions providing significant terrorism financing in the amount of $16, right? We urge the Department of Justice to carefully evaluate the extent to which Binance and Tether are providing material support and resources to support terrorism through violations of applicable sanctions laws and the Bank Secrecy Act, said Lummis and Hill. To that end, we strongly support swift action by the Department of Justice against Binance and Tether to choke off sources of funding to the terrorists currently targeting Israel. We've already proven that not a lot of activities on chain. So it's not through the blockchain. So it must be dollars or some other currency. And including Tether in this means that you are opening the way and paving the way for, a U.S. dollar, a U.S. Fed stable coin to replace Tether. Please tell us, let's be a little transparent behind the background of why, instead of saying, oh, it's Hamas, we need a Fed dollar, or it's Tether, we need a Fed dollar. No, let's prove that the blockchain was used and proving that it wasn't. It's been proven that it wasn't. Instead of having a cover up, say, oh, we need a Fed dollar. People aren't stupid. But from the different debates and questioning that I've seen in Congress through the years, I really can't say that for all the members who get elected to Congress. Now, can I? Yeah, and I can say that because we need to do better as a country here and get people in positions who are smart. I'm not saying that you're not smart, Miss Lummis. I'm just saying that, just be honest with the people. We will love you for honesty. The people, when politicians start being honest with the people will love our politicians and want to revote you into office again. It's a really simple concept. All right, so let's talk about BlockFi. Yes. And I'm going to start off by saying rocket ship. BlockFi. BlockFi emerges from bankruptcy and opens wallet withdrawals. Crypto lending platform BlockFi has emerged from bankruptcy and is ready to pay back some of its creditors, according to October 24 blog post. Withdrawals, in quotes, are currently available to nearly all wallet customers, the Post stated, adding that BlockFi interest account, BIA, and loan customers will be able to withdraw some assets in early 2024. According to the Post, BlockFi's emergence from bankruptcy means that it can now attempt to recover assets from other firms it believes owe it money. This includes bankrupt crypto platforms such as 3 Hours Capital, known as before as 3AC, and FTX. The firm will also be able to continue distributing assets to its creditors and processing claims. I want to take an aside for a second here. There's lots of FTX news going on in the courtroom in the past 2 weeks. Sam Bankman-Fried's been under, questioning. I'm not going to bring you any of that this week. I won't bring it until this conclusion. We'll talk about that hopefully soon. But, there's no we're not going to do play-by-play. All I have to say is that there's an ongoing case. And it's in the courtroom right now. And I know people who are there. And, it's not fun. But, the team at BlockFi instructed wallet customers with assets on BlockFi to log in to the app and submit a withdrawal request, which will allow the team to process the withdrawal. As for BIA and loan customers, BlockFi said it's preparing for initial distributions in accordance with the bankruptcy plan. They expect the first distributions to be made in early 2024. Further distributions will be made after this point, but the amount of distributed funds will depend on BlockFi's success in FTX bankruptcy litigation, among other factors. All I have to say about BlockFi is rocket ship. Some influencers, I'm not going to name names. I didn't name names of I'm going to get into Solana. I didn't name names of other tokens that have been heavily shilled on social media platforms in the past 2 weeks. But I will say there was a video last year of a famous grifter influencer who pretends he has many years of work experience. He only had actually 1 year of work experience. And he yells, rocket ship to the moon, BlockFi, rocket ship to the moon. Your rocket ship went into the ground, sir. You continue to show up on CNBC and act like an expert. I don't get it, but hey, hopefully the BlockFi customers will get their money back, or at least some of it, No thanks to you. Let's go to Europe. Let's go to the UK. We'll start off in the UK. UK passes bill to enable authorities to seize Bitcoin used for crime. Lawmakers in the United Kingdom have passed legislation allowing authorities to seize and freeze cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin if used for illicit purposes. According to the official data on the UK's Parliamentary Acts website, the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Bill is expected to receive royal assent on October 26, meaning the bill would complete all of the parliamentary stages in both houses of parliament. Introduced in September 2022, the passed legislation aims to expand authorities' ability to crack down on the use of cryptocurrency in crimes like cybercrime, scams, and drug trafficking. They're not using that, but hey, it's the British pound. But hey, yeah. One of the provisions of the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Bill permits the recovery of crypto assets used in crimes without conviction, as some individuals may avoid conviction by remaining remote and maybe possibly putting gold bars in their butt and going into the airport. The legislation also aims to combat the use of digital assets for the purposes of terrorism or related reasons. How about the pound? The latest crypto-related legal development in the UK aligns with the government's plans to robustly regulate crypto to fight the illicit use of digital assets as part of its economic crime plan from 2023 to 2026. In March, UK lawmakers said they targeted to pass Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Bill by the fourth quarter of 2023, in addition to adopting the Financial Action Task Force travel rule. What they need to do is they need to buy mirrors, and they need to look in the mirror and say, hey, what are we doing? All right. I want to know what you're doing. I think the world wants to know what you're doing. I know people in your airport putting gold bars in their butt, trying to smuggle it out. That's just crazy. Crypto firms have already breached the new UK promo rules 221 times, says the FCA. Whoa, that's a lot. Last year, I wrote 247 books. Crypto promoting firms have breached the United Kingdom's new crypto marketing rules at least 221 times. since coming into force in early October, says the country's financial regulator. In an October 25 statement, the UK Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, said since October 8th, crypto promotion rules have come into place. Firms are still failing to provide visible enough risk warnings and adequate information about risks, and are making claims about the safety, security, or ease of using crypto without highlighting the risks involved. The FCA's latest warning count comes after it said on October 9 that it issued 146 alerts on breaches of new rules in the 24 hours after the new regime went live. Whoa. While many of the FCA's crypto-related alerts appear to be illegitimate schemes offering high-yield returns on crypto investments, the FCA has taken action against seemingly legitimate businesses as well. So let me give you a way. If you're in the UK, let me tell you how you comply. I'm going to do it right now. It's real simple. Dear FCA, you are God. Everything you say is right. Crypto should never be bought by anyone at any time for any reason. You should always only buy the British pound. You should only buy T-bills if they're the UK T-bills and nothing else. And then you should give us all the profits that you make for us because we want it for ourselves. There. If you do that, I'm telling you right now, they're going to have no problem with you. If you do anything but that, they're going to have a problem. So what we got to do, we got to move on. Okay, let's move on. Now, we're going to have a fun time here. We're going to have fun times. Largest DeFi protocol on Solana reportedly quits the UK market, citing the FCA rule. You're going to have more leave because of the FCA. Dear FCA, you're God and everything you say is true. No, it's not true. But there's a deeper issue here. Marinade Finance, the largest decentralized finance protocol running on the Solana blockchain, has reportedly started blocking users from the UK. Customers in the UK discovered the problem October 23rd, Monday, while trying to access Marinade's website from local IP addresses and were met with this message. Access to this site is unavailable in the United Kingdom due to compliance concerns relating to rules and regulations promulgated by the UK Finance SIC Conduct Authority. Users may withdraw liquidity, claim delayed tickets, or delay on stake via our SDK. Okay, Marinade Finance has around 75,000 users, right? With a total fund locked of over $265 million, okay? And 70% of the funds are all locked on Solana, okay? But Solana is leaving the UK market. The top Solana firms leaving the UK market. So let's talk about something more in depth. Last week, you had these people. You have on social media. They're called. Actually, this time it wasn't influencers, but there were. Because I didn't look at the influencer stuff. I don't look at your favorite YouTube influencer stuff. But there are VCs. Now these VCs aren't the top VCs that were there before. They're like the mega average. They're like the mediocre at best VCs. They were all shilling Solana. Shilling. Anyway, I didn't buy. I didn't buy it. I'm not influenced by mega average VCs or mediocre at best VCs. But they were telling you to buy Solana, buy Solana, buy Solana, buy Solana, buy Solana, because they're trying to unpack their bags on you. Especially if you're in the UK, if you listen to them, your bags get unpacked. They're trying to unload their bags on you. That's okay. And I have nothing against Solana blockchain. It's fast. It works sometimes. You know, people build on that. It's quick. It has downtime occasionally. You know, but I have nothing against a blockchain technology. So I do have a problem with mega average VCs and mediocre at best VCs trying to unload their bags on unsuspecting victims. That I got a problem with, you know. So if you are an unsuspecting victim, you should probably listen to my podcast before you become one. And two, you know, the FCA's rules are really going to hurt the UK. But let's talk about something else other than the UK. Let's talk about Spain. Okay. Now, Spain The Bank of Spain embraces digital euro and explains its benefits. Digital euro, digital euro, not not Tether, right? Not the Binance dollar, digital euro. Banco de España, Banca's central bank, has joined a chorus of European banking institutions preparing their customers for the potential benefits of a digital euro. The central bank published a short text on October 19 explaining the nature and uses of the European Union's potential central bank digital currency. The bank claims that the physical cash format does not allow to exploit all the advantages offered by the growing digitalization of the economy and society. However, the digital euro will make electronic payments a vital piece of the financial system. The authors highlight the possibility of offline payments with the digital euro, emphasizing its level of privacy equal to cash. They also make reservations that the online form users' data would still be visible only to their financial institutions and not to the CBDC infrastructure provider euro system. I love Spain. I've been to Barcelona. They have amazing soccer. You call it football in Europe. They have amazing bullfighting. It's awesome. The food, oh God, incredible. I climbed the Sagrada Familia. That was a beautiful, beautiful city. Warm, lovely on the ocean. It's just a wonderful place. Stick to that. Stick to that. Don't stick to Banco de España, European Euro stuff. You're better at food and entertainment, and it's a beautiful place for food and entertainment. Hey, you know what? But do what you want. Go there for the banking. If you want to go there for the banking, go there for the bank. I appreciate it. When I go next time, and I went there 20 something years ago, 20 something, 22, 21. When I go there next time, it's going to be the food and entertainment. Turkey. And I'm not going to Spain for the turkey. I'm going to go to the country of Turkey. Turkey plans to craft crypto framework in 2024. The 2024 Turkish Prudential Annual Program, published on October 25 in the official Gazette of the Republic of Turkey, aims to finalize crypto regulations in the country within the calendar year 2024. Article 400.5, instead of 400 and a half, of almost 500-page document reveals the planned studies to define crypto assets, which might be taxed appropriately afterward. Crypto asset providers, such as crypto exchanges, will also be given a legal definition. However, document contains no further details on future regulations. So why is that news? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on turkey. Also, let me know your thoughts on corned beef. I'm going to make some for dinner. Let's see. Let me know your thoughts. Moving into Taiwan. Let's go to Taiwan. Taiwan introduces crypto bill to parliament. On October 25, Taiwanese legislators introduced the virtual asset management bill to the unicameral parliament. The legislative yuan. The bill aims to provide better protection for customers and properly supervise the industry. The 30-page bill appears moderate in its demands for the industry. It suggests some common sense obligations for virtual asset service providers, such as separating customer funds from companies' reserve funds, establishing an internal control and audit system, and joining the local trade association. However, at this point, it doesn't require stablecoin issuers to hold a 1-to-1 ratio of reserve funds, and it doesn't mention algorithmic stablecoins. As to marketing activities, the rules for advertising are to be determined by the competent authority. Respect my authority, says Eric Cartman from South Park. Respect my authority. And my authority says, Senator Lummis, back to the U.S., Senator Lummis, I'm happy to have you on my show as a guest, the Crypto Hipster podcast. I think the people will love you. All right. Elizabeth Warren, I invite you to come on my show too. I'm going to do my best to be impartial in our conversation, and I hope you come. You're invited to. And that's it for this X Factor this week. This has been another episode of the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. Join me each and every Friday as long as I don't continually insult U.S. senators who may deserve it, my show will be here. Have a great week.